Why diets fail, women over 50, and what actually works. You are confused with all the conflicting information that's out there, all the BS diets, and quite frankly, you're sick and tired of being sold unsustainable, dangerous solutions that you know you can't stick to in the long term. These are being sold by fitness gurus, by nutritionists, by doctors, who, by the way, are not actually qualified to give you therapeutic advice on how to lose weight sustainably. As a registered dietitian, I'm going to teach you the 4 key things that I want you to focus on. You will have never heard these 4 specifically put together ever before. These 4 means we can reduce overwhelm, build positive momentum, and then you're motivated to keep going because you see results quickly, which, let's face it, is very, very important. Number 1, I want you to draw a fork in the road. And right now, I want you to be able to plan the next 5 years of your life. 5 years will seem like a mile away, and it is. But there's a few things I'm going to teach you now as to why this is important, okay? So the time is going to pass anyway. Whereas right now, you're at a fork in the road where you've noticed it's becoming more and more difficult to lose weight sustainably. So you can look at the left fork, which is where you keep going down the path you're on right now. We keep dipping our toe in the water, never fully committing to something, or we start and we stop when we get stuck in that plateau of a half stone or a stone or 10 pounds where we can't lose any more weight. And then we become deflated and we give up and we keep repeating the cycle. All the time, we're damaging our metabolism as we do that. And in 5 years' time, the weight slowly creeps up. It might already be going up for you right now. You might right now be noticing your weight has been going up despite your best efforts. Or you could be stuck in a plateau and then you say to yourself, oh, I'll never get heavier than this. But from experience and me doing this for 22 years and having helped 4,000 women, I know that's not correct. The weight does start creeping up and you need you to trust me on that. So in 5 years' time, ask yourself this question. If I go on the left fork and I keep gaining weight or I start gaining weight again, where will I be in 5 years' time if this was to continue? In terms of your mobility, your confidence, your health, the clothes that you can and can't wear, the shops that you can and can't use to buy clothes. How involved will you be with your grandkids, your family, or your partner intimately? What will your life look like if that was to continue? That's the left fork. The right fork is what happens if I learn simple, sustainable tools to address this permanently. What happens to my energy levels, my clothes? What happens in terms of how I feel when I walk into a room of people I don't know and I'm not just wearing black and I'm not hiding in the corner and I have headspace back because I'm no longer fixated or thinking about my weight, or I'm not feeling embarrassed or judged, or I'm not wondering whether that seat is going to be too small for me, or whether I'll have to ask for a seatbelt extender, or whether or not I'll be able to wear a swimsuit on a holiday and actually feel proud in the photographs and not be unnecessarily covering up. Look at the fork. Ask yourself, which way do I want to go? Because what you do now dictates what the next 20 years of your life is going to look like. This might seem simple, but it's very effective because it gives you clarity. It shows you the current trajectory that you're currently on. And I need you to trust me on this. This is very, very important. Number 2, I want you to keep this as a secret mission. And this is important because I'm sure you've had people around you say, oh, here she goes again, or here he goes again. Oh, the big diet again. Let's see how long this lasts. Let's see how long this lasts. And they're planting seeds of doubt and you laugh it off and you try and justify why you're doing it, but it's planting more seeds of doubt. You don't need that. If you've been struggling with your weight for more than 5 years, you don't need anybody planting seeds of doubt. You've already got self-doubt. You need anybody else planting more seeds of self-doubt. So keep this as your secret mission. It is better to show somebody what you have done rather than try and persuade them on what you're going to do, because they can't argue with that. And these people, I'm assuming, might mean well or say things like, you've no weight to lose, you're fine as you are, but ultimately it's not helping you. That's not encouraging change. It's doing the opposite. I don't want that for you. And if you want to make this considerably easier for yourself, click the link in the description. We have a completely complimentary weight loss support group where we've helped over 4,000 women lose weight sustainably. This group is full of health professionals like psychologists, dietitians, physiotherapists, personal trainers, behavior change coaches, which means you are optimizing your chances of succeeding. The group is completely free. We have a 98% success rate and we've helped 4,000 ladies to date lose weight sustainably. We've been featured on Forbes magazine, Apple News and Channel 4. So do not miss that. Click on the link, join. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. It has to be now. It has to be now. We can always find reasons to put something off. It could be fear of failure. It could be that we've got a holiday coming up or we have a birthday party coming up, but it does have to be now because it doesn't get easier as you get older. You know that. It becomes harder. And the best time to plant an apple tree is 10 years ago, but the second best time is right now. And I feel very strongly about that. Number 3, diets are not sustainable. Removing food groups or cutting out carbohydrate or following a gut biome diet, which has got a whole world of problems by the way, is not something that you can do if you want to lose weight sustainably. It's giving the wrong message to your family. You're going to feel deprived. It's making it more complex than it needs to be. They're making it way more complex than it needs to be. And that means you're being set up to fail. You're being asked to buy posh ingredients that you can't get in your regular shop. You should have minimal ingredients meals to make your life easier and more convenient. You should enjoy your food. Diets either break down your metabolism like fasting, which it does. Diets lead to low energy, bad breath, poor sleep, higher risk of injury, poorer performance, which is when you cut out carbohydrates. Diets lead to you setting yourself up to fail. If it's not sustainable, you shouldn't start it. And here's the thing, if we don't make time for our health now, we're gonna have to make time for illness. And not everybody gets to choose. And I want you to write that down. If we don't make time for our health, we're gonna have to make time for illness. And I don't want you to fall into that trap, so make sure you click on the link in the description, join that group and have clarity on what actually works rather than you feeling confused or continuing to dip your toe in the water but never fully commit to a packaged program where you have it just all laid out for you. I want it to be easier, not more difficult, of course. Number 4, I want you to walk and I want you to lift. Don't be scared by this. Don't lift big heavy weights and hurt yourself. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it properly right now. People don't talk about walking because they can't charge you for it. So no one talks about it. But when you go out and you have regular walks in the day, you reset your mindset in terms of all the positive endorphins that you have been released by getting fresh air, sunlight, and actual movement. You get more steps in, which means you're more likely to move into a calorie deficit to make it easier for you to actually lose weight sustainably. It means you're not stuck in a chair or stuck in your room or stuck in the office. You're getting out. It means you have the opportunity to smile at a stranger. Walking, do not underestimate it. If you could look at your day right now and ask yourself, how can I inject 3 to 4 walks in my day? Short walks, they could be 10 minutes each. What can I do to do that? How could that reset me after a meeting? How could that reset me after a tough conversation? Do not underestimate this. This is huge. And find somewhere that's safe to walk. It's lit up with street lamps. Find somewhere where you'll enjoy the walk, where there's nature there. That'll help as well. We're beside a beach, which I adore. If you've got a dog, that will help you. Drag the dog as well. I know some of you have dogs perhaps that are a bit elderly that maybe need to be persuaded to be brought out for a walk, but think about what you can do to be resourceful to include these into your day. And don't underestimate it because it's simple. It doesn't have to be overcomplicated, but it can be challenging to implement what I'm saying to you consistently. But if you trust me, and I'm hoping you do by now, you know that if you take this seriously, you will get there. In the nicest possible way, you're unique, but you're not special. And what I mean by that is if we've helped women over, well, some women actually in their late 80s do this. We've helped some women go from a size 28 to a size 12, some women from a size 14 to a size 8. We've helped one lady get out of a wheelchair and be walking again. My point is, we all have limitations, we all have things that make it difficult, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. It's my job to instill belief in you now. It's my job to believe in you perhaps before you believe in yourself. There's enough people in this world to put you down. I don't want you to be one of them. And if you trust me and you trust the process, you will get there. I don't need perfection. All we ask for is progress. Better is enough. If you live your life like that, better is enough. You'll stop being so hard on yourself, you'll stop putting yourself down, and you'll make sustainable weight loss part of who you are. Your new identity, it becomes habitual, because right now you have that choice. You're at that fork in the road. You can switch off this video and do nothing, have it as a nice to hear or nice to listen to, but I want it to be instructional, and I mean that. Resistance training, if done properly with resistance bands or with small dumbbells, can be very, very powerful in doing lots of things that I know are going to protect you, not just in terms of having more years in your life, but more life in your years. Not being a burden, not being stuck in a chair, not having regret. like being mobile, up and down the stairs, not having to renovate your house or move to a bungalow because you're worried about your arthritis. We've helped Val Brister reverse her arthritis. She went from a size 20 to a size 8. This is possible. It is completely possible, regardless of your starting point. We've helped one lady who was a size 32. Now she's a size 18. Her whole life has changed. You can have that life. You can have that future. Or you could be a size 14 now, looking to get to a size 8. Where you want a toned, flat stomach, you can have that as well. But it won't happen overnight. It will take time, but it will be sustainable. And as long as you start to enjoy the ride and you recognize all the non-scale victories like pay rises at work, promotions, side hustle businesses you can set up, more energy, more productivity, do more with your kids and grandkids, feel proud in photos, paint your toenails with ease. Travel, but don't be worried about the steps in the airport or the seatbelt extender, or just be able to have more joy in doing things that some people take for granted. Get in and out of the bath with ease. I want you to have all these experiences, and I want you to feel proud in your clothes, walk taller, shoulders back, chest up, and have a bit of a spring in your step again, have some vibrancy. If we teach you how to resistance train properly, which we will, we protect your metabolism, we improve your metabolism, which undoes all the damage you'd have done from the dieting in the past. We improve your bone density, reduces your risk of a break in the future, reduces your risk of osteoarthritis. We protect your independence so you can do more for yourself for longer without having to rely on other people to look after you. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. So click on the link in the description, join our completely complimentary support group. If you're not on Facebook, make a fake account with a picture of a plant pot or a cat or a dog. Join the group and use what we're going to send to you. There's loads of fat loss cheat sheets. There's lots of recipes specifically to improve your metabolism. There are psychological frameworks that I know will keep you consistent, because a lot of you struggle with consistency. And if you trust me, trust the process, this will become considerably easier. Because if we want this to be sustainable, we have to make it easier, not harder.